Hello everybody and welcome back to baseball here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. My name is Sean and every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time you can catch a fresh game of baseball here on the channel. So be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell, you'll be notified when I post new videos. Thanks so much for hanging out. It is Saturday night and we are playing yet another good pitcher. We have 14-5 Patrick Sandoval on the bump, 2.98 ERA. George Kirby's on the mound. He has an 11-5 record with a 2.14 ERA. And so we're going to jump into this game, and let's do that. Play full game as we always do. We surprisingly, with as good as our record is, we will not be the first team to clinch a division, which is a little wild, but it is what it is. George Kirby on the mound. Oh, we got a lot of cold hitters. Oops, I keep hitting that wrong. That thing wrong. Let me fix this real quick, even though you can't see it. Do that. Bam. There we go. Now we're here. Crawford, Rojas with Polanco, Raleigh. Where's Raleigh, I guess? There. Haniger. I like the Dylan Moore, Cade Marlowe bottom of the order to kind of flip it with some speed. We just have a lot of cold hitters. I think we can... Oh, god dang it. It's another freaking left-handed pitcher. I'm glad that I noticed that. Oh, I'm so tired of not paying attention to that. Get it together, Sean. Goodness gracious. We'll go ahead and flip out Crawford with Bliss, and then we'll go ahead and throw Bliss up in the top of the order. Polanco, Raleigh's fine. Raley's probably the one true lefty that we're going to want. We can go Urias with the DH, and we'll just go like that. It's another left-handed pitcher. At least I saw it. I almost didn't see it, but I did see it. Best time to subscribe right now while the game is loading. Thanks again for hanging out. Let's have a good one. Ready to try and pick up a series win here. 108-27. We're nine games off the all-time record.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Los Angeles Angels.
Clinky, clinky, clinky.
First pitch coming your way next.
Interesting camera angle there on the Kirby side of things.
Just about set to go now. And on the hill in this one, Patrick Sandoval.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position.
See what we are working against today. A slider at 89, circle change at 85, a 4-seam at 95, a 2-seam at 95. And a 12-6 at 79. So we'll see if he wants to go low here.
Ryan Bliss.
He does, but he misses the zone. Good take there. See if we can get off to a good start.
And the pitch. That one's in there. And it's 1-1.
No problem. Oh, a little early on that. Darn it, trying to drive that for a double maybe.
That one not close.
12-6 curve misses. It was never a strike.
High chopper to
and
third.
we're right on top of it.
One out.
A lot of extra steps there.
And now we check out the
Peter McCutcheon breaks an 0 for 22 streak. My goodness.
Chris, lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats. They end up trying to nibble, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves, obviously
very early on the circle change
and score runs quickly. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Way inside, gets out of the way. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with one swing of the bat, it really changes your capability when you fall behind. One down, base is empty.
That's a bad swing.
Ball.
Darn it, laid on it.
Here's a guy at the
I
plate.
think we're in kind of an interesting spot here because I don't know how many sliders he's going to want to throw against these right-handed hitters. There we go. Little contact swing there. Into the outfield, and we're good.
Batting third, the second baseman, Jorge.
So digging in, Jorge Polanco, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. First pitch,
yeah, Polanco very good.
Sandoval, a 6-3
we're in a pretty good flow with him. His stats were looking real rough for a while.
A 2-seamer, and he occasionally
oh, we were so early on that. Damn it.
And that's 2.
It was off the end of the bat. The timing actually was good, which I'm a little surprised with, but that is not what we were looking for. George Kirby on the mound, 19 games started, 11-5 record, so 16 of 19 decisions. I believe Kirby was injured for a while, if I remember correctly.
Having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind him, but this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environments.
There we go.
When you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
The wind and the pitch. That's in
There's
there.
a nice strike in there.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Now he breaks his bat. Bliss.
Took a real bad route there, and that preloaded throw was a really slow windup. Seemed like it took a while to get into the yellow or the green.
Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Nice job, Bliss.
An efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent
That is good.
base.
Good stuff.
Here's Mike Trout. And he swings and misses at the initial offer. 2 outs, base is empty. In the air, right side of the infield. Polanco moving under this one. And that's the 3rd out. Angels held in check. Scoreless after 1. Back here at Angel Stadium, and here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Sandoval back to work.
Oh.
And that one fouled off.
So he's leaving some of these circle changes. It's hard to commit to the top of the zone. That unfortunately isn't out. Darn it. That was a pretty good weight on that 12-6 curve there. Just couldn't get it away from the defender. I imagine this is where we'll start to see a slider.
Fouled off to the right.
Circle change very early. What is the slider going at? 89. Circle change is 85. Okay.
One
so still real early. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, we're going to do a whole lot.
Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding.
Okay. Hey, good take right there.
Covering both
that's
sides.
That's what I'm worried about.
Today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
The other way.
Oh, sliced it. We were late on the circle change, but can't get it past the defender. Damn it.
But you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball,
oh, and we were 2 on top of it that time. Damn it.
Throws across the diamond, and the Mariners set
just
down
putting it in a spot where I'm too committed. I'm too high. I'm too under it.
No score.
Ooh.
Bottom half of inning number 2. Brandon Drury to the
The
plate.
second baseman,
The
Brandon
pitch.
Drury.
That's in
There we
there.
go.
That's strike 1.
There's
Kirby,
slider
an
there.
all-star a season
a
ago.
sinker on the
He
inside.
features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker,
Not a good looking
a
sinker.
slider, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. Gathers.
There we go.
and
Nice
throws to
play.
first.
This Angels team seems like they are ready to be aggressive in the zone, so we're gonna. Not that we don't do that already, but hopefully we can mix pitches up enough to draw some easy contact.
Nothing here in the bottom of the second. That one missed.
Boy, that was a strike, huh? That was a strike.
Pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And that one is lifted in the air.
Inducing some contact here. No
Puts
problem.
it away for the out. 2 down.
Batting 6, the catcher.
Here's the catcher to hit, Logan O'Hoppe. He set a new career high in home runs this year. And Singy, he's
Ooh,
just trying to
yikes.
set the bar
Okay.
as high as possible now. On to
That was
Fred.
a bad. That was a real bad slider. That was a terribly thrown slider,
Angels
but
go quietly there. We'll move to the 3rd.
nobody's getting the ball squared up all that well. Very few have been outside of the infield so far. Been good defensive play so far. We've done a good job. And just like that, we're in the top of the 3rd. So kind of a blink and you'll miss it. 2nd inning. Tried to get aggressive there with France on the
pitch. There's a strike.
circle change. Oh, that was a bad swing.
He was late that time.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Have to regroup.
You know, honestly, thought I
In the air to
recognized it
left
better.
Center.
Damn it.
Ward makes the grab, 1 down.
I guess I didn't recognize it as well as I don't know. Maybe as well as I thought I did.
Last night added another hit as well. Pitch misses
It's a
there,
good take.
and that's ball 1.
Gotta settle down here.
That one ripped, but foul. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss.
Okay, now that 12-6 curve, frick. Made a circle change on the
Not sure
outside.
about that
Shit.
call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3. And now
He was right on the edge. I mean, it's not definitely fooled me.
and the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another
Couple
ball.
good takes there.
The wind of the pitch. Grounder.
Oh
off the
no!
pitcher. And they get the out after the ricochet. And that'll do it.
Oh,
1, 2, 3
come
to the
on.
Mariners. And we're still knotted at 0.
That is just a bit of
Shortstop,
brutal luck.
Zach Neto.
Brutal bit of luck?
There's
Luck
a
of brutal
slider for a
brutal
strike.
luck?
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Brick of what? I can't even say it. I can't get back to where I was. That brutal bit of luck right
Righty
there.
delivers. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off.
1-2 now. Wouldn't chase that time.
Yikes.
Spoils that one, and
Okay.
it
All
remains
right.
2-2.
We need to avoid the splitter, please. Me.
And the right-hander deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The
There
pitch
we go.
out there He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just
happy to see that. Happy to see that strikeout.
Fun at bat to watch.
Right back to him on the mound.
Okay, what? This game hates both of us.
And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
The third baseman.
Matt Theis comes up to hit here. That one finds the corner. 0-1.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. This one in the air.
Okay, a little surprised that we got France there, but
nabs it. And
we'll
that
take care of the
ends
3rd.
inning.
Okay.
And the Angels are gone in order.
Both of us,
And we are
both the Mariners and the Angels, were
scoreless.
very aggressive in the zone. We're swinging a lot at balls. Again, not a whole lot leaving the infield.
As we go to the top of the 4th. And now the shortstop.
Both pitchers,
Ryan
I'm assuming,
Blitz.
have very low pitch counts. He's sitting at just over 9.
Bliss, 24 years old, and he was a second-round
Let's
pick
see if we
in
can
2021.
do something here.
Hit hard, that gets through.
Kinda. Honestly, a little surprised that it didn't give him the catch behind the back animation. Would not have been surprised. I was more surprised that that actually got through behind the
Next for
pitcher.
the Mariners, 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Hey, that's a good
Just
take.
missed.
Well, here's a
I'm
good
glad that I lowered
opportunity
my
in this
sights
inning
there
to
because
get
I
on
would have gone
scoreboard
for it
after
and
that
probably
leadoff
would have
hit.
been
Hard work
probably would have
coming
been
up
late
right
on it.
behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Next offering in there for a
Again,
strike.
not
And it's
anticipating a
1-1.
four-seam
Looking for
fastball.
something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
And he deals. And there's a ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And that's
Hey.
4.
Well, interesting. He went with the
That's what we're talking about. That's what we're looking for.
Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Now it's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 1. Wouldn't chase
That's a good
that
take.
time.
That looked tasty.
Lay off that
Ball
pitch
1,
down.
no strike.
The Mariners looking to strike first. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a pop up.
That can't be the pitch that we are out on. Come on.
And the catcher
We did a good
comes
job
up
to
hit.
lay off the
Cal
high
Raleigh
fastball. The
grounded
slider
out his
came
first
in.
time. And that one fouled off.
Okay, all right. I got to settle it down here. Settle it
4th
down.
inning underway.
You've done a good
No
job at
score.
letting those go.
Next offering is in for a
Went
strike.
kind of same situation there. Ball low, high.
Just misses with that one.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
2 on, 1 out.
Okay,
Bounce
hey, way to
off,
foul it off.
still
Stay
1
alive.
and 2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
That's ball.
And now it's even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third on his way to
All
the plate.
right.
He scores and they have the
No
lead.
play at the
1-0.
plate. A good at bat with Raleigh. We get a bit of a break with the ball call, but
The deeper he gets
we had a pretty
into
rough
count,
call on our
the
side
more
from a pitching
comfortable he
perspective,
becomes,
so
and he usually
I'll
wins the
take that.
battle.
No problem.
Luke Raley getting ready to hit.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
And
Off the
that's
plate,
off
ball 1.
the inside edge. Ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone.
So
They'll
if
be
he goes
pitching
up
for a double
high-
play in this spot.
Oop, he didn't. Didn't. Still swung at it.
Rodriguez over at second. Raleigh at first. 1 gone. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and it clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Trying to check his swing.
That was a terrible
Appeal to
swing.
third.
That was
No
such a bad
swing.
swing.
Just
Thank you,
held
Raley.
it
We
back
so
there.
it feels like we so rarely get those with him.
And the slider just misses.
Okay.
Ty France waiting for a turn at the
Bit
plate.
of a beneficial call, and we did not get the...
Swings and misses.
Damn,
Struck
that was a
him
good time to
out.
rev up on that fastball. Wasn't ready for it. He went 5 straight sliders.
First game yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Bounce to the left side, and it goes just foul.
Lefty-lefty matchup killing us a little bit there.
Turned on,
But
foul wide of
we have
third.
missed a couple of pitches here.
2 on, 2 outs. On the ground to the left.
And
Neto
unfortunately, that will be enough.
sends it across the first. That ends the inning.
Ah,
And they limit the damage.
That's okay.
But
That's
the
okay.
RBI single
We're
pushes
able
across
to
a
at
run.
least get
It's now
one
1-0.
out of that situation. It's a little unfortunate that we had 2 on, nobody out, and could only push across 1 run, but it's okay.
And we're back.
And
Bottom
leading off
4.
for
Now it's the Angels leadoff man,
the first
Nolan
baseman.
Shotwell.
We didn't
And
hit
here
into a
comes
double play. We gave ourselves that
Just
maximum
missed.
number of opportunities. It was a slow out drip. The worst case scenario would have been if we grounded to a double play with Rayleigh after the terrible hit with Polanco.
Big impact for him in recent games.
And that's a little bit high.
That's a strike.
For that guy to
That
come
is
right
a
at you
strike.
with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
There's the strike, and now 3-1.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Pretty bad pitch right there. Kind of just
Well, he tried to nibble right there.
Kinda fell
Just
apart
missed his
there.
Spot,
It's all right.
didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Snaps it down to second. The Halos trailing by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Down the line. And that will drop foul. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Swing and
There
a
we
miss,
go.
and he struck him out.
and that's a
That
big.
one away.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult. as
Big
a team
strikeout.
with guys struggling like
Now
this.
it is
You don't know if
Trout,
you wanna
so
go
we wanna
out
be
and tell him to keep
careful here.
swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way, it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Ball, 2 strikes.
That didn't get out the way I wanted it to.
This one in the air. Raleigh settles under this one. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batter, second baseman, Brandon.
And now it's the
Drury.
Angels cleanup batter. Brandon Drury. That
Yikes.
misses. And that is ball
Double
1.
yikes? What? Excuse me?
Popped up. Sizing this one up. Makes the play, and it's out number
What?
3.
All
Angels
right.
stand
I
1,
guess
still
bit of a
behind
weird
by
inning
count
there.
1-0.
Couple of missed strike calls, and they weren't the 50-50. We've seen some that are kind of like, it feels like that's a strike on some days, it's a ball on other days. We have seen 4 pitches between the 2 teams now that have been like very clearly they are in the zone and they should be a strike.
Back to work. And a strike in there.
Starting to work in that fastball a little bit. Likely going to be late. It's his 3rd best pitch. That
Into
unfortunately
center.
is an out.
Trout is
Damn
there.
it.
And there's 1 down. And up next for Seattle, Dylan Moore. His first at bat was a strikeout. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Oh, if we could just time this friggin' stupid circle change up a little
1
better.
down. Lifted in the air, right field. Moniak makes the
Okay.
play. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Mitch Haniger digs in now. There's the swing.
Okay,
and a miss.
Haniger, let's have a chat here. I tapped the button that was supposed to be a fucking check swing. What are we doing? I looked like I power swung on that, and I did not.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the second game of the series. Not even close there. And the count is 1-2. High fly ball down the left field line. Ward makes the grab, and that's the inning.
Weak contact out to left, and that'll do it. We are just breezing through this game. I'm a little surprised that it's on both sides. On my side, yeah, sure. Both pitchers throwing in the zone. The Angels are ready to swing the ball, or swing the bat, excuse me.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And fouled off. The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And one away.
The strikeout. Very nice.
And next for LA, Logan O'Hoppe. 0 for 1 so far.
Not a strikeout heavy game for either side.
That one fouled off. Righty to the plate. And 1-2.
Yeah.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Man, that curveball didn't drop the way I wanted it
The
to.
Angels yet to pick up a hit here. Gets a piece and stays
What
alive.
the fuck?
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
That one misses, and it's 2-2. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond, so they get the out after a long
It's
battle.
a
at the
real
plate.
long at bat. We've had trouble with O'Hoppe and
Zach
Neto in this game
the
so
next to
far.
hit for the Angels. Up and in, and that's ball one.
Kind of over pitching a little bit.
Team down a run. Last half of inning number 5.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And that skips into dirt.
What are we doing here? We're falling apart here.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Strike
And
three.
a nice
Let's
inning
go.
aboard there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Angels held in check, and it remains 1-0.
Okay. So we're through 5 here. Pitching pretty well.
Started the 6th, John Shambi with Chris
Offense
Singleton.
hasn't really
And
started
leading
clicking.
off,
However,
Ryan
we are
Lewis.
getting him into
Line
the
to kick the pitch.
yellow.
Close, but called the ball. 1-0.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That one is
Go, baby.
absolutely
Go,
belted.
baby. Go, baby. Go, baby, Ryan Bliss. Let's go.
And that should
Solo
quiet this
home
whole crowd.
run.
Third home run of the season. It's 2-0.
Only 3 for Bliss. He doesn't play a ton. Will likely be on the playoff roster. I do like using him against lefties. He doesn't have a ton of power, but I like his speed. He's been great at shortstop, even though it's his secondary position.
I gotta believe when a pitcher releases a breaking ball up out of his hand, he just hopes that it stays really high so that the hitter has no chance to swing it. Well, no luck there, That is a hard hit ball.
Perfect, perfect. 48 power.
Now at the
Pretty
plate,
helpful.
Julio Rodriguez.
Doubles up the lead to nothing now.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Ooh,
Swing
too
and a
aggressive
miss,
there. Sorry,
and that's
Julio.
strike one.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Line drive, and that
Double.
should be extra bases.
Double.
Now he'll turn for
Double.
second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Love how he let that ball travel,
Now
trusted his hands.
the
Nice
second
job of
baseman.
going the other way.
Here comes the skipper, and
Ooh,
we're gonna
and
see
that'll
a
do it
pitching
for
change in this
Sandoval.
spot.
He
Patrick
has
Sandoval
triple
will
lefties coming
depart,
up,
and
or
as he
the
heads
two
off,
switch hitters and a
we'll step
lefty.
aside for a minute.
Two of
Back with the
them,
new pitcher after this break.
Raleigh and Rayleigh, both obviously better against right-handed pitchers because Rayleigh is a true left-hander. Polanco kind of feels like a
So the
toss-up.
Angels turn to their
They will go to a
bullpen for new
right-handed pitcher.
Robert
This
Stevenson.
is an interesting call.
Quite a bit, so this is another opportunity.
I don't know what. I'm sure we bat much better with Polanco against righties.
And here is Jorge Polanco.
I would guess. Slider at 88, a four-seam at 99, and a curveball at 80.
That
It's
catches
going to
the
be
outside
movement
corner.
and slow,
Strike one.
or I guess less movement and real quick. So he wants to come in with a fastball.
Swung out, belted.
I think he did.
Deep. That
I
one
think
went back
we
there.
saw that
That one's gonna
correctly.
land. Not
Let's
so much
go.
here, but here.
Let's go.
A gigantic
What a
blast.
fucking monster
It's their
mash that
second
was.
home run of the inning,
Hell
and they
yeah.
add on. It's 4-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the
I am a
booth.
little surprised that was a perfect. Just because we were pretty late on all the fastballs, and usually when I'm late on a starter's fastball,
Crushes it.
I am typically a bit late on a reliever's fastball, especially because this reliever's fastball is about 4 miles an hour faster than the last one that we were already late on. So a perfect is a little surprising
And
to
next
me.
will be the cleanup hitter.
However,
Cal Raleigh.
a home run
1
on a
for 2.
fastball is a good adjustment. We saw what he wanted to do there.
Up and in, and it's 1-0.
We were
These
able to connect. We
Mariners
guessed
doing
correctly.
A good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Pitch misses. 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
And
Well,
that's
that's off the
outside.
plate.
Action in the pen
I
down
think this
there.
is just a
Jose
straight take
Suarez
situation.
Up and throwing. Garcia.
We're going to go with
warming up as
lefties,
well.
which is
Nobody
beneficial
on,
to
nobody
us.
out, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And it's fouled away.
That's okay. That's okay. It was going to be a strike. It's all good.
That one finds the zone, and a full count now.
Count full.
Outside,
made that one
and
real
is
easy.
ball
Okay.
4.
Couple of tight calls in the upper
Left fielder.
Luke
left-hand
Rayleigh
batter's
up
box
next
of that
for the
zone, and
Mariners.
then their stuff was either way off or in.
And that's too high. Swing and a
Ooh, what a
miss,
bad swing.
98 on the gun.
That was a little more what I was anticipating with Polanco. Look at more slider, I guess.
Up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Runner at first with no outs here. That's in there.
Okay, that's a
And
slider.
the count is 2-2. And another ball. Payoff pitch. Good plate
Okay.
appearance there.
Another
Able
couple
to
a
take
couple
the
of good
walk.
plate appearances. We're looking good.
The first baseman.
Still nobody out here at the top of the 6th inning.
Ty France.
Ty
Up
France
next for the
coming up.
Mariners.
I'm anticipating we're going to see a slider out of the zone or in the low part.
Wouldn't chase
It
that
was a
time.
slider, but he missed his spot.
Not close with that one. And now 2-0.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2-0. In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called.
It was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Damn it, he left it over the heart of the plate. We were late on it.
Luis Urias.
Popped up.
Breaking ball inside. Ball 1. Swing and a miss.
Way
Strike
early.
1.
1-1.
Way too early.
Check swing. You went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball.
Too early on that again.
Inside.
Ooh,
and
plunked
hit
him.
him.
Okay.
He had 2
Bailed us
strikes
out.
on him,
Bailed
and he
us
hit him.
out there, and the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Next for the Mariners.
Oh, he didn't miss
He has
by
no
much right
confidence.
there, but it was just enough to clip him on the way in.
Going one.
That's okay. It's just a strike.
Riley, the
We're
runner
still
at
too
third.
early on it.
Raylan
We're
on second.
really
Urias over
anticipatory of a
first and 1 away.
fastball.
Popped
Son
up.
of a
The infield
bitch.
fly rule call.
You've got to be kidding me. We're anticipatory of the fastball.
Now batting. Right
He
Now,
throws
here
it,
is
and we
Mitch
just can't get it.
Haniger.
I am shocked we got that perfect with Polanco.
And a pop-up.
That's
inside, foul
unfucking real.
territory.
That's unreal.
And that is that.
How did we
Two
get a
out
perfect?
trippers in this
What the
inning.
fuck?
The long ball was working. It's now
That's a
4-0
disastrous
ball game. It's Major
end to
League
that. We should have
Baseball,
blown
and
this
it's
game
on
wide
the show.
open. Oh, that is unfortunate.
Bottom of the 6th
Probably
inning.
shouldn't be having that
Going down
reaction
the
when we
Angels.
managed to-
Hunter Dozier. Close one.
Fuck
Doesn't get the call.
off.
And
It's a
that
goddamn
is ball
strike,
one.
you dumb
These
idiot.
Angels, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's
All of a
not
sudden, that spot
exactly
is just
early anymore.
gone.
They've got players
No
in this lineup
strikes in that
capable of
area.
sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Fastball for a strike.
We do get the lead to 4. Should be much happier with that. But it is a little frustrating with bases loaded and under 2 outs. At least it wasn't the double play.
Bounced up the middle. Polanco tosses
Polanco
to
with a
first.
nice flip
One
over.
away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting.
Here's the
The
third
third
baseman, Matt Thaiss. He's 0 for 1. And that's outside. And that's ball 1.
Okay, then.
One down, base is empty. There's a swing and a drive. Rodriguez raging back towards the wall. Bangs off the wall.
That was a screamer out there.
And just like that, the no-hitter is over.
It's
He
all right.
obviously put a very nice swing on that pitch and really drove it towards the gap. But I'm pretty surprised he only ended up on first right there. And it's kind of hard to say if there was some hesitation or if they just decided to play it safe.
Top of the
I mean,
zone.
it's a tough sell. He's a
It looks like these hitters
13
have been
speed.
in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to.
Polanco to second. There's one.
Get there.
Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. 6
Let's
innings
go.
in the
Let's
books,
go.
and there will be
I think it's a good. I think it's a good
It's
hold
the
at first.
Mariners
That ball was
4 and the Angels
absolutely
nothing.
screamed out to right center field. Rodriguez, pretty close to getting it. Maybe, I mean, probably not as close as I realized, but he wasn't too far off. It did look like on the ricochet, the ball kind of ate him up a little bit, but he was able to get the ball in pretty quick. He has a good arm.
Now pitching.
I think it makes sense to send him, just keep him at 1. I mean, that's even a tough sell with Ty France. I mean, if a ball gets out that quick, you kind of just like, you know what, we'll just take a single. And then they kind of got what I usually do to myself, which is double play right after a very nice hit to break up the no-hitter. 95 on a 4-seam, a circle change at 84, slurve at 80, a slider at 87, and a 2-seam at 93. Ooh, boy, that was... Sorry, Bliss. Sorry, Bliss, too aggressive. He went fastball, but not in the part of the zone that I thought he would.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Ball one there. Suarez measures.
Let's think about getting some arms up here. We can go with Santos. We can go with Spire. Triple righties coming up.
5 feet 10 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slurve, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. One down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike. That's in there. There's 2 and 2.
Man, that's a bad call. That's a frustrating strike right there.
Just a weak fly ball this time. There. No trouble here.
Real bad swing. You don't want to swing at it, but that second strike really, really threw a wrench in my plans.
And first offering is fouled off.
God, the circle change might be my weakest pitch of pitches that we see on a consistent basis. Because I'm sure that something like a sweeping curve might give me more trouble, but less frequently. A circle change, I just do not ever feel like I get a good handle of.
Out to short, Neto.
It's going to be an out. Tight, though.
And Polanco is out.
I think it's the inconsistency in the way it drops. Like, sometimes it drops way more. Like, that pitch was lower than the previous pitch, and it's hard to kind of gauge where it's going to be. So we were under one on top of the other, and just kind of a mess. We can let Kirby roll for a little longer. Up by 4.
Pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
Kicks and deals. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
It'd be cool if France was on base there.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. There's a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Rodriguez drifts towards it. Rodriguez squeezes it.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
And a foul ball. Liner caught it second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well.
Why are you not?
I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact.
I
and that's
thought I did not.
Anytime you're at the plate.
I'm glad that was caught.
Moniak
Glad that was caught.
And watches strike 1. Next offering is down low. Up the middle. They get the force.
There we go. Force out at second. And we're on to the 8th. Kirby 7 strong innings today.
Short end of a 4-0 score.
We'll be giving up a couple of hits. That's good news for us.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound.
Luis Garcia.
Luis Garcia.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively.
Sinker at 100, slider at 84, 4-seam at 99, splitter at 90.
Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And the pitch. Just
I
missed.
was gonna say,
You
there's no
come
way
into
that's
game knowing
the
that
sinker.
Unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Kicks and fires. That one ripped. Could be extra bases. And it gets by him.
Stay a second, stay a
He'll
second,
pull it
stay
to
a second.
safely.
Thought about it, sent him. Not the guy. That's Rodriguez. If that's Bliss, Dylan Moore, I think we could probably try and eke out a triple there. That is just the most brutal animation you could get out there in the outfield. It's so weird. They like get up and they just kind of watch. All right, buddy, pick me up.
So man aboard, and now for Seattle, Luke Raley. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer, when you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Worm burner into the outfield for a
Don't send,
knock.
don't send. Hold, hold, hold. Hold, hold, hold. Everybody hold.
And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Everything came together for him. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And now here is Ty
Ooh,
France.
that was a good call. That was a good pitch.
Swing and a miss.
Real good pitch. Didn't really even need to be that good on the edge.
That misses.
Okay.
And a count even 1-1.
I was too anxious, too ready to swing. I think they'll probably trade 2 for 1. Ooh,
Swings
that's
through
just a
that
bad.
one for strike 2.
Man, 2 bad swings. Way too early on the slider, way too late on that splitter.
And now the count is even.
Take that pitch inside. Way to stay alive. Okay, way to stay alive.
Raleigh at third. Raley at first with no outs.
Way to stay alive.
And
Way
now
to
the
stay
count filled up
alive. Good take on that
3-2.
slider outside.
Adjustment he needs to make
What we're looking
is his
for.
target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Got me.
Got him looking,
Fuck
and he
you.
didn't like the call. Luis
That was a really
Urias
good
up next for the
sinker.
Mariners.
I wasn't prepped for it. Wasn't ready.
That one inside.
It's
And
okay.
that's ball
It's all right.
one. And downstairs. Right-hander kicks, deals. Out to center. Trout settles under it. Makes
Ooh,
the
this is not
catch.
right.
Runner tags from third.
Oh, actually it
The
did.
throws
Okay.
offline.
Hey, good
He's
send. I'll take the
safe.
sack fly.
It's
That's fine.
5-0.
That's
In
fine.
that situation, you're looking to
It
get
was a
something
long
out
at
of the
bat.
zone that
We
you
fouled
can
off a
in the
number of
air.
pitches, had a
Worst-case
couple of
scenario
good
is
takes in there a little bit.
sacrifice fly to drive
Got
that
beat by the
runner.
sinker. It was real quick. I think we saw
Stepping in for the Mariners,
3
Dylan
sliders in
Moore.
a row, something like that. And he just kind of got tied up on it, and then a sacrifice fly out. That's fine.
And that one almost got him.
Well, if he's going to steal second, You want him to go early in the count. That way
What
he's
is
not a
his steal?
distraction
His
to the
steal is
hitter at
only
the plate.
23.
Go ahead and get
Nah.
it out of the way.
There's no
so
reason
the
to
hitter can
steal.
Focus on the pitch.
Oof.
Next offering is foul back.
Force him at 96. We're very late on that.
At the belt and fires. And another ball.
2-1.
One run across in the frame so far, and we're in the top of the 8th. This to third. Nice. Off balance throw in time. And the inning is over.
That's all right. We pushed one across. A little bit of a bummer to have first and third with nobody out, but only cash in one. I do like the way that we were able to drive one in. Took a chance on it. Could have been a play at the plate. It's hard to argue with Mike Trout, but it was thrown up the first base line.
Here's the Angels catch.
We were able to get a score there. Obviously, it'll always be hindsight 2020 if he gets thrown out or whatever.
Kirby still out there.
Didn't get thrown out, so no problem
He's been
there.
excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
And that one fouled off. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Popped up. Polanco sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
The batter, number 9.
And next for the Angels, Zach Neto. Outside low. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Fastball for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. That one out to right.
Okay, that really sliced back the other way.
Number 2.
261 strikeouts
The
for
designated hitter.
Luis Castillo. 39 to 300. We'll be working on that. See if we can get him. He's got to get about 8 strikeouts per start. Should have about 5 more of those.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Called strike,
There
a
we
sinker
go.
at the bottom of the zone. Good job to fight that one off. That's to third and foul ball. This
There we
one
go.
popped up. Foul ground, first base side.
All right, 5-0. We'll take it to the
And that is that.
top of the 9th here.
Angels go quietly there. It's 5-0.
Sprinkling in 8 hits, a couple of home runs in there, which is nice. I kind of like the balance here. We had a 2-run blast and a solo shot, both perfects. One for Bliss, one for Polanco. We have a couple of small ball runs as well, including a sacrifice fly, which is not the norm for us. So I like how we have our 5 runs, and we've pitched very well. We've taken advantage of an aggressive Angels team, and we haven't gotten punished with too many bad pitches. Slurve is at 89 for Jose Soriano. Sinker at 96, a 4-seam at 101, a slider at 93.
That one way outside. Ball 1.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Out
boy.
front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
On the ground, out to short. On the run, throw to first.
Yeah,
One
still
up, one
early
down.
on it. Darn. I think you look at the way that they brought in some of their pitchers, the Angels.
So the lineup flips
They've
over.
given us guys that we're able to get a hold of,
Up next for the
and then they brought in the
Mariners.
guys that
He's
are able to
already
shut
homered
us
in this
down. And
game.
if they had just kind of flipped those, Be interesting to see where this series would be at. Probably still in our favor, but I don't think it's...
The shortstop takes the ball.
I think it's going to start making it much more of a tightrope for us to walk. Speaking of, what do we have? A couple of lefties coming up. We will go ahead and go with those. Or with that lefty, Gabe Spire.
The pen.
And then we will hopefully not incur too much damage against the righty. And we'll see where it goes from there. Still have a righty up in the bullpen.
Swings and misses. That's strike one.
Damn.
Might be time to
Too
choke
late.
up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
The 1-1.
Oh my God.
Talk
Too
about
late.
tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Base is empty, one away. You're at the top of the
Slurve here.
Wouldn't chase
Okay,
that time.
hey. Correctly predicted his pitch. Could be a 3-1 count, but a bad swing on that fastball.
One down, base is empty. Stays alive. And down on
Got me with a
strikes he
slurve.
goes.
We
Now
were
two
just
out.
under it.
Well, that's a blue zone
Timing
right
didn't
there,
feel-
or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that
Yeah,
part of
late
the
and under it.
strike
Not able to
zone.
even get a
And
piece
really
of
good
it.
job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Rodriguez
Ball one, no strike.
in now. Takes ball one off the plate. And that's downstairs and outside. And the righty deals.
Ball
And that's a
three.
little bit high. And it's 3-0. That just missed. He walked him on
That was
4
ball 4.
pitches.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
And up next for Seattle,
Okay.
Jorge Polanco. Swings through that one.
Ooh,
There was
not
a
even
high-velocity
close
fastball
on
in the
that
zone.
pitch.
I think
My
a little frustration
goodness.
From walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And the right-hander deals.
Okay,
Swing and a
Polanco.
miss. That one in the
That was a
dirt.
tap.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Wouldn't
One ball,
chase that
2
time.
strikes.
And a 1-2.
Ball 2.
This one in the
Get back.
dirt. Nice job behind the plate there.
Not going anywhere. Okay, hey, thanks Polanco. Way to foul it off. Good timing on that. Maybe a touch on the early side, but nothing too bad.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Rodriguez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That misses the zone.
Full
Ball 3.
count.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
2 outs. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Fighting. Fighting.
Fouled off
Missed.
again.
Fudge.
And it remains 3-2.
Fudge.
The pitch. Too low, ball 4, and he's walked another.
Check
That's
swing.
a great at bat. He saw
Thank God somehow that was a check swing. Polanco, I appreciate that check swing. They've drawn a couple of walks back to back. They've looked at a total of 15 pitches, 14, 15 pitches. Ooh, way too late. Way too late.
Good pitch right there.
Really avoided the
Get one by a bat
slurve
like this,
here, so I should
count
probably
more
gear
special
up on
runners
these.
on. It's got to give you some
these
confidence
pitches.
out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
That misses. 1-1. Right-handed reliever, and that's in the dirt.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Here's a 2-1. And another ball.
Outside.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. That one's in
Okay,
there.
that's all right.
And
That's
now
okay.
it's
That's all
3-2.
right. Thought I got fooled. Thought that was going to be a strikeout. Forgot it was a 3-1 count. Lost a little bit of focus there. Lock in here.
2 on, 2 outs.
Oh, we got it with a sinker. It would have been a third walk in a
That
row.
ends the frame.
Oh, that's not what we wanted to
Bottom of the
see.
ninth coming up, and we'll
That's
see if
not
he
the
can
end.
complete the
Dang
shutout
it.
After the break.
Dang it, dang it. We did do a good job to draw a couple of walks after maybe not a great couple at bats,
Now
but
as they hand the ball to a
that's
fresh
all good.
arm to start the bottom of the
It's
ninth.
bound to happen.
Inspire.
And one thing on him,
just got a little too passive. That's where I really. That is an area of this game that I still struggle in. I feel like I do pretty well in a lot of scenarios, and I've cleaned up a lot of what's been pretty bad. We're a lot better about stealing bases. Hasn't been quite the case this season because there just like isn't anything in the headphones. But last year that was one of my most improved areas. This umpire apparently doesn't recognize what a slider in the zone looks like. You know, the pitching wise, ever since we've gotten this this pinpoint has been fantastic. Hittings were at the most consistent level we've ever been, even though it does fluctuate from time to time. It hasn't dropped into like beginner 3 or whatever, like it's been a couple of times before. Where is your zone, sir? But one thing that, you know, where I still struggle is we get to the 3-1, 3-0, 3-1 count somewhere and just a little too passive on the second strike. And then it's just too much of an overcorrection that ends up being a strikeout or a really bad hit or something like that. I have also tended to struggle as far as being able to slow down and adjust when
Matt Theis
And
down
the
at the plate.
start of the inning isn't very good.
As the lefty gets to work. On the ground, right side.
Like I'm not adjusting to the relievers very well, or sometimes get too aggressive against the starters because I think I know what they're going to throw.
Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Nolan Shotwell.
But hey, at least we're giving ourselves a chance. We had some real long at-bats there. Drew a couple of walks. Should have been a trio of
He
walks.
features a sinker, a slider, a
Okay, I'm
four-seamer.
not sure why.
and works in a changeup. Not in time. He's
I
safe.
don't think Bliss was anticipating that
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the
that
Angels.
ball to get through. Because I had
There at
the
knees. That's strike one.
preload throw was ready.
Late with the swing there.
Okay, so we are going to bring in our right-handed pitcher after this at-bat because it is Mike Trout. He's dangerous enough. We don't really need to futz around with that.
And at first, one away. Got him.
Ooh, there we
And
go.
there's two away.
Simply said, this guy's
I think a strikeout kind of helps make the case that we can leave him in.
Disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of
It's
his body.
Mike
It's his
fucking
fifth
Trout.
strikeout of the series, and we're
So
just
let's go ahead and, because we have a couple righties and a lefty. That's fine. We can. Well, hang on. What's their lineup look like? And then it's triple righty again. Okay. Shouldn't get there. It's
games
2
in.
outs. So what I will do is I will go ahead and warm up Karen Chak, I guess. And then we'll go ahead and bring in Gregory Santos. Not a great record in 49 games, but a pretty good ERA at 2.09. 64 innings pitched. He's a trusted arm. 29.4% strikeout rate. Fairly low batting averages, though righties are hitting better than lefties against him. I should probably keep that in mind when warming him up, but I don't... Mike Trout's dangerous enough. I don't need to give him the advantage at bat, you know? Too slow. Okay. Figure it out here. Circle change. Early. Okay. Maybe we just don't worry about using the circle change. Lock in the other couple of pitches that we'll probably more likely use. Slider and sinker. You know, I guess we could warm up Munoz. Just in case. Because a 2-run blast here would make it a 3-run.
Now Trout gets a chance to hit.
It's one of those
Outside
weird
corner, there's a
1-out
strike.
games, or 1-out saves.
Santos is just 1 strike away. And that just misses.
That's fine.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you
Step
don't
off.
end this game with the bat on your
Don't
shoulder.
throw it again. Don't throw it
Steps
again.
off and looks to first. The M's leading by 5 here in the last half of inning number 9.
Okay, well that was a little surprising, but a nice pitch nonetheless.
A win on the last
That
day of the
is the
month
kind
and
of
close it
pitch
out
that we have
with
been
a W, but you
absolutely
wanna carry that
crushed
momentum
for
into the
in
next
previous games. That 4-seam is just a little too low and a little more over the plate than we're looking for. Getting absolutely nuked to the moon. But instead, hey, we survived 5-0, your final. Mariners, we secure a series win. And even though we got off to a bit of a slow start, we were able to punch a couple more runs late in the game. And a pretty nice balance, a 60-40 balance of long ball home runs versus in the park home runs. Or in the park runs, excuse me. So that's pretty good. And we even did a good job adjusting to what the pitcher was throwing in that 9th inning, though we probably should have drawn a third walk and kept that inning alive. Not too bad. Kirby is your player of the game. 8 innings of shutout baseball, 2 hits, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. Neither pitcher really struck out a ton. I don't think either team really struck out a ton either. Sandoval had 3 earned in 5 innings pitched. He gets tagged up for 5 hits, 2 strikeouts, and he gave up 1 walk in his appearance today and gets tagged with loss. Let's look at the box score. 5 strikeouts for the Mariners, 6 strikeouts for the Angels, and the last one was Mike Trout. So almost a 5-5 thing. I think it's a good managing decision on my part to make sure that we have our closer up that way. Because Santos is, you try not to worry about that record, but you also look at that record and go, oof, 1-5, huh? We only have 20-something losses. 5 of them are with one of our relievers. That's absurd. That's ridiculous. Polanco was 1 for 4 with a 2-run blast. Bliss was 2 for 5 with a perfect home run. He scored twice. Julio Rodriguez was 2 for 3 with a double, and he scored a run. Raleigh, 2 for 4 with a double. He knocked in and scored a run. And that'll do it. We were looking at a real quick video today for most of this game, but then both teams slowed down a little bit and allowed their batters to try and work some at-bats. Some walks happened. But a pretty good win for us overall. Not the fastest start or not the cleanest offensive performance, but pretty good. Quick at times. I don't know. It feels like a pretty good win. We won 4-1 yesterday after falling behind by 1. We shut them out today 5-1. And we end the month of August with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 losses which is pretty easily the most in the month. We have 27 losses, and a third of them happened in the month of August, which is pretty wild. But we have done a nice job of bouncing back from those losses at times. So we'll see what September brings. It is the final month of the season. We have 1 game against the Angels. We have 4 against the Athletics, 3 in St. Louis, 2 more against San Diego, 7 total games against Texas, 3 against the Yankees, 3 against the Astros, and then I guess technically 7 total against the Athletics because I forgot to include that final series. We can still mess around with the standings in the wild card. We have a bit of an opportunity to do that as we take a quick peek at the standings. The elimination number is 5 on the Astros, and we will check the National League West. The Dodgers have clinched the division, and they were the first team to do that. Clinch a division. Taking a look here at the wild card, you see the Angels, you see the Yankees, you see the Rangers. The Astros are pretty set. Astros and Rangers are pretty set, and I was talking about it the other day. The only reason we would really be able to goof with the Rangers is simply because we see them 7 times. Otherwise, the Astros look like a pretty solid lock for that 1 spot in the wild card. The Rangers, depending on how we play against them, we could maybe make it interesting, but it still is a 10-game gap. The Rays and the Angels, though, and the Yankees could suffer the wrath of our hands. We'll see. Stay tuned for all of that by subscribing right over here. Ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos. More baseball every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and you can check out the playlist right here. You can also watch this morning's video, which is a taste test, an outdoor taste test, which people really seem to enjoy, so check that out if you like. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Go Mariners, good sports. Have a great rest of your night.